Hi, I'm Dimitri with the Dimitri team, and we do real estate in Florida. I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about moving. You know, taking your stuff from one house and moving it over to another house. So when you're ready to do that, the one thing to plan is to plan for the plan to not go as you planned. You know, things are going to break, not meaning your stuff is going to break, but your plans are going to break. I've had many clients who we thought we were going to close on one day to find something happened that delayed the closing, and they didn't close for 2, 3, 4 more days, sometimes even longer. I've had it go as much as 2 weeks longer. So when you hire a moving company, you want to know and understand what the contingencies are if the day that they have scheduled to move in isn't available. So if you're scheduled to move in the 10th, but they can't actually put stuff in until the 13th because you haven't closed yet, what are the extra costs that you're going to have, and what are they going to do? You want to understand that plan so it's not scrambling at the last second to figure that part out. The other thing you want to do is when you search for these companies, obviously you probably start with Google. I suggest you asking friends or neighbors that have used moving companies for references, and probably ask your realtor, because as a local realtor, we actually have met many of the local moving companies, and we have clients who have used them, and we probably have 2 or 3 decent ones that we can recommend to you. So when you do your review, obviously, let's take a quick look over here at Google for a second. And when you do that, I did a quick search, and this whole house came up with best moving companies in Florida, and they gave you some of the national ones that were there, and then they said were more local companies in Florida. I will tell you that most of these names are not names that I have seen in our local market, and your local realtor would be much better prepared to provide you that information. Take a look as well on Google site when you search that particular company, what their reviews are like. You can also go to Yelp and see what their reviews. And more importantly, when you are talking to the salesperson and they're trying to give you all the details about their company and their great service, ask them for some references. You want to talk to some past clients that have used their service to let them know. Now, you've got stuff, and for the most part, it's most typical stuff, right? But every now and then you have something that's of great value or of great sentimental value. It's very precious to you. Those sort of items, you want to do extra care to make sure that they're not broken or lost or damaged. Sometimes you may want to even consider moving those items all by yourself. So these are things that you want to just kind of put in the plan and put in the thought. The other thing is when you are packing, label all the boxes for each room for that room's number. So for instance, let's say that the primary bedroom, you're going to label number 1. So all boxes that are packed in primary bedroom are labeled number 1, in Sally's bedroom number 2, in Mike's bedroom number 3, kitchen number 5, and so on. And that way you can prepare a floor plan for the new house that you're going to with a key for each room and what that number is. So when they arrive and they start unpacking the truck, they easily know without you having to look at each box and give them direction of where it's going to go. You can even put a number up on the door of each of the rooms so they know, oh, that's room 1, and so on. All right. If you are moving out of area, another thing to ask the moving company is what happens. Most of these companies are local, and a lot of them, if they're going out of area, they'll take care of doing your move for you, but they only go to a certain distance. And then at that point, they hand off, meaning that, yeah, it might still be the same company name, but remember, a lot of businesses are franchises. So they may be handing off to another carrier, meeting a truck. Let's say you're going to go to Georgia. So they might go from here to the Florida line. A truck in the Florida line for the Georgia office picks up the trailer and takes it the rest of the way. So you got a whole different crew that are delivering your packages, a different company, not necessarily the company, even though it's the same corporate name, the company that you actually contracted with. So you want to understand, are they taking it from one end to the other if you're going out of area, or are they handing it off to another company? That's important information to know. All right, I hope this information has helped you, gives you some ideas, and obviously if you've got questions, reach out and ask, and I hope you have a terrific day and that we are working with you soon.